Hi everyone, my name's Cassie. I'm currently a full-time traveler in my self-converted school bus, and I'm furthering my personal brand, Blake and Cassie, if you'd like to check it out. But today I'm actually going to be taking you on a tour through Athens, Ohio, which is where I studied college for 3 years, so I got to know the area pretty well. Athens is a great place for families, adults, solo travelers, or groups to visit, so feel free to visit with anyone however you would like. It is a city known for its history and uniqueness. Athens was actually the first college in Ohio called Ohio University, so it has a lot of old statues, buildings, and brick roads to kind of commemorate that history. Now it's known more for its liberal-based community, its history, art, and nature. It's a really drivable city with a lot of winding, rolling hills in Ohio. It's also a very bike-friendly community and a walkable campus. As you visit Athens, Ohio, my first recommendation would be to stop at the Ridges Lunatic Asylum, which was actually in commission from 1874 to 1993. It's an old lunatic asylum very close to Ohio University, and it was actually a pretty progressive mental hospital with lots of gardens and farm animals and jobs for the patients. But today it's actually still has the main building and a lot of the buildings around it still intact. And so you can see the barred windows, abandoned rooms for the patients, and the cemeteries that actually have the patients' numbers listed on them rather than names. And it is a famous spot for ghost stories from the students. If you visit the Ridges now, you can go to the Kennedy Art Museum, which is a local art museum in the main building. There's also trails around. I recommend hiking Radar Hill, which has a great overview look of the campus. There's also an observatory for stargazing and a ropes course if you're feeling adventurous. Once you're ready to visit another weird location, I recommend driving to Moonville Tunnel, which is about 30 minutes east of Athens, Ohio, in Zaleski State Forest. Moonville Tunnel was an old bridge created in a mining town, and it was actually built for railroads to cross over Raccoon Creek. Today, the tunnel is abandoned, but it's actually known to be haunted because of 6 deaths that happened at the bridge, and there are haunted rumors that you can see the lanterns from those workers and maybe even hear them in the tunnel at night. But if you aren't into ghost stories, there's plenty of other activities to do near Moonville Tunnel, like hiking and mountain biking the trails near the bridge. If you're ready for a bite to eat after exploring the Ridges and Moonville Tunnel, I recommend going back to Athens and visiting Court Street, which is the main historic street of Ohio University. Court Street is lined with historic bricks from when Ohio University was first created, and it's now full of bars and restaurants for the students to enjoy. My favorite for lunch is Bagel Street Deli, which has awesome bagel sandwiches, and if you need a coffee, Donkey Coffee is my favorite coffee place to go. If you want a place to picnic while you eat your lunch, I recommend going to College Green, which is the main greenery area of Ohio University, and it's right next door to Court Street. It has a lot of unique trees, historic buildings, and historic statues to enjoy as well. After lunch, I recommend biking or walking the campus and the bike path nearby. It's a beautiful area to visit in the spring or the fall. And if you enjoy it enough to stay a little longer, I recommend either Airbnb-ing at Hocking Hills or camping at Stroud's Run. Overall, Athens is such a creative and amazing place to visit in Southeast Ohio, and I hope you can enjoy it as much as I do.